why the All Blacks aren't pushing the panic button just yet. 8 weeks in and the search for Yanfei Bao continues, plus the latest attempt to solve Auckland's long-running stadium strategy. At Tamaria, I'm Sherry Kinnear reporting from France, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The All Blacks aren't panicking after suffering an opening loss in the Rugby World Cup and know exactly what they want to work on going forward. They've enjoyed a few hot and sunny days training here in Lyon as they prepare for their next pool match. Scrum coach Greg Feek says their strategy hasn't changed much.
Certainly put microscope on a few things, but we're certainly not reinventing the wheel and pushing the panic buttons. There's still a great energy amongst the group. There's a willingness to get us up there to where we need to be.
The All Blacks fly to Toulouse today ahead of their match against Namibia on Saturday morning. Back home, the search for missing Christchurch woman Yanfei Bao continues. Today marks 8 weeks since the 44-year-old real estate agent was last seen. Despite continuing extensive searches, her body hasn't been found. Police, with the assistance of the Specialist Search Group, will be out at Hudson's Road and areas in Green Park today. Meanwhile, a 52-year-old Tangzun Kao is in custody, charged with Bao's alleged kidnapping and murder. The left bloc of Labour, the Greens and Te Pāti Māori has just a 1 in 20 chance of forming a government after election day, according to the Herald's poll of polls. If the election were held this weekend, its odds would be even worse, just 1%. On the other side of things, National and ACT's chances continue to soar. They have an 87% chance of forming a government. Auckland Council's efforts to pick a main stadium for the city have been slammed as a colossal waste of time and money. It's seeking expressions of interest for the venue, which must have a retractable roof, space for major events and public transport links. The working group says ideas floating around include a sunken stadium on the waterfront and a remodel of Eden Park. But Auckland Ratepayers Alliance's Jordan Williams says successive councils have already concluded the city has too many stadiums.
Instead of the cost-effective solution, which would be to pick one and upgrade it, we've got this nonsense on stilts proposal to have some sort of submarine stadium in the middle of the harbour.
And Wellingtonians aren't too happy with their public transport system as satisfaction hits a 3-year low. The latest annual Metlink customer survey shows satisfaction in services has reduced from the last year by 8% to 75%. The drops being attributed to service cancellations and staff shortage disruptions. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.